I've worked on 4 political campaigns.
Um, I have worked at a fast food restaurant in a mall. I've worked as a busboy, a tricycle taxi driver, a tricycle taxi mechanic, a flower shop flower waterer.
I'm going to law school in the fall, and when I get out, I'm basically looking forward to finding work with basically the progressive movement. I haven't quite decided yet what specific sort of job I want, but I'm very interested in public policy and government.
I've worked in after-school programs throughout Denver Public Schools. I worked as a market researcher at the same mall where I worked as a fast food burger flipper. I worked as a lifeguard. I think that's it.
Project Angel Heart was actually started by the gay community in Denver, and they serve and provide nutrition and medically appropriate meals to people who have life-threatening illnesses.
It's hard. I mean, basically during the summer I'll take whatever I can get, and I've lived like that, obviously, with those other jobs I've had. I've taken whatever I can get.
I actually had a job working at a corporate location. It was like a temp service, a headhunter. And the guy there offered me was $25 an hour, and also compensation for clothes, professional wear and gear and whatnot, and actually giving me a bonus to go shopping for professional outfits. I was like, okay, wow. And I actually worked there for 6 months before I felt completely worthless and totally empty, and the money was just money, and I couldn't care anymore. So I actually quit working there and finished up going to school while working as a cocktail waitress because it was more human. I don't know, that sounds a little weird, but there was something about actually having human and honest interactions with people on a bar floor, more honest interactions that I could have with them professionally at this headhunter place.
I could never work for a corporation. First of all, because generally speaking, I consider people who work for corporations to be, in most ways, politically and morally bankrupt.
Yeah, I think there's been a few different events that have really affected me and made me want to get involved with politics. I think the first one was the Columbine shooting, which really hit close to home with me. And that was right before I went into college, or rather it was right at the end of my high school, right before graduation. And I started paying attention to the news a lot after that because there's a lot of news going on about Columbine in Colorado. A couple of years later then, 9/11 happened, and it seemed like our whole country was taking a big turn. And that's really when I think I started paying attention to news on a regular basis, and I really saw the importance of who our elected leaders are.
More hours for less money than working for, say, Bill Gates and making a heck of a lot more money and less hours? Yeah, I'd still take more hours and less money.
I am not there only because I need the money, and then I'm not there only because I'm not able to do something else. But in fact, whatever job I'm doing, I have some sort of talent or aptitude which allows me to contribute to it significantly.
Everybody there is treated with respect, is completely treated equally. There is no bias. Language in our office is very PC, is very respectful of diversity, not only in our workplace, but with our volunteers and our clients. And I think that every workplace should be that way, should encompass that kind of philosophy.
When I'm working on political campaigns, I in a way am working at all times, and I'm able to work at home or at my workplace. Wherever I've got internet and a phone is really the two things that I need.